It's Week 5 of the National Football League. All eyes are on Mike Evans. One of the best weeks we'll ever see last week. Well over 200 yards receiving. It's the Bucs and the Falcons on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Mariota. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, they're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, for a little bit, we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. The Buccaneers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, now Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Kyle Rudolph hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mariota. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Mariota. That's to the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. They find some open field here. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Suck up for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end Ferkser. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, we want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind.
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And finding the tight end Rudolph. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 17-yard line. Now Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Bulldozes, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing, Mariota.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is fielded at the 27. Uses the stiff arm. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Brady now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Looking end zone for Jones. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back.
Touchdown! Leonard Fournette from 13 yards out.
And the Buccaneers extend their lead yet again. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Suckup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A.J. Green, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Well, in the process of that kick return, it appears we had an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Mariota. He finds his man complete. It's Patterson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Mariota now. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Patterson again.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the gun, Mariota. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mariota now to throw on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Throwing is Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the gut, Fournette.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A handoff to Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Brady. Green brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point try now for Suckup. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Brady going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass
and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, my goodness. How about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look ahead and say 4 next week? Is that too much to ask for? That's what he's dreaming about right now. That's what his team's thinking about. But boy, what a start for him.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mariota. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. To throw Mariota. This is caught by Tate.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of